everybody, it's Goose Disney Pod. Sorry we're a little late. I was in California and now I'm back. And I'm here again with Christina Galston. We're doing our Pirates of the Caribbean marathon. What's popping?
Yes, of the Caribbean. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love how you say Caribbean and I say Caribbean. It's that way everyone gets something.
At this point, it doesn't matter with these movies. I don't. I don't
This
even
movie
know. I don't.
was,
You know what? The more I watch these movies, I'm like, why did we watch this trial? Why were we this concerned?
well, this next movie was, I don't know, 3.5 hours long.
This one
This
was so
no, it was just a cool 2 hours and 50 minutes. But it definitely gives you the feel that it's 3.5 hours long. It This movie, I feel like, to be honest with you, um, this movie wouldn't stand the test of time, right? Like you couldn't really. When was this movie released?
2007.
2007, right? So kids
We're
had
talking about, by the way, just so people know, we're talking about At World's End, Pirates
at
of the
World's
Caribbean,
End.
At
This is
World's
the
End.
third, right?
This is the third one. Yes,
Third movie. I
it was
just feel
supposed to be the
like,
final one,
oh wow, yeah. I mean, I
and
don't
then
even
they
want to
made and then
ask.
they made so much money that they had to keep going. I think even they were surprised, like, wow, people want to go see these things. I just
Be like, you guys want more? Okay. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah. I mean, numbers wise, we're losing money by not making one.
yeah.
Something
I
stupid
just
like
I don't know. Okay, this is the thing with this movie. It is 2.5 hours of setting up,
that.
and then
Don't do that. Don't say it's 2.5 hours. Tell these people the fucking truth. It is 2 hours and 50 minutes.
no, it
Right.
is no, it's 3 hours. It's 3 hours long, but 2.5 are just setting up the only action scene in the movie. There's only like
Yes.
one action scene in this movie. There's no action. There's no action. There's no anything. It's just a bunch of people in pirate suits talking around tables.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if it's gonna be, this movie is not hard because it's of its length. It's hard because it stinks. It's just like the
It just
first.
keeps going.
It's so like you need some of your sister's Adderall to watch this movie. You need to. Where's your laundry? It's time to fold it. Start plucking hairs on your neck. You've got plenty of fucking time to tweeze the hairs on your leg one by one. Like
Yeah.
you need to find an activity because the first hour is I fell asleep almost immediately. I stayed asleep.
Almost the minute the movie
It
starts,
was like
what's
really
going on
hard to
here?
get through. Yeah, and it's
You know what this movie is? This is very self-indulgent. It's very
okay.
like it's very like up its own ass. It's impressed. It's really like it's just these like, this isn't based on any novels. This isn't based on like
Yeah,
any
it's
video
almost like
game.
when they start saying certain stuff, it took me a minute to kind of even follow the story where I
Yeah.
was like, wait, why do I even care about this? And
Yeah.
who is this? And wait, what did she do even? Why is she in so much trouble? Like what why are we doing I don't understand.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like they could do whatever they want with this. They don't have to like
Oh, they did.
adhere to some mythology, and they just spend like the whole movie making these rules and laws that the pirates and the girl, and it's like you don't have to do any of this. You can just have Johnny Depp punching people in the face for 3 hours. That's all
Yeah.
people really would just want to see, and instead, like Keira Knightley, like is negotiating. Like a movie about Keira Knightley negotiating her actual contract to make these movies would probably be more interesting than this fucking movie.
Well, if that was ever a thing, I think it's obviously clear that a stipulation in her contract is that she has to have the best pussy in the movie. Because I'm telling you what, yet again in this movie, it's Keira Knightley being like the number one. Yeah,
Jack and Will
everybody,
Turner are still fighting
like
over her.
South Fang wants to make her his wife. You know what I mean? Like it's all Keira Knightley, Keira Knightley, Keira Knightley.
Everybody just really wants to fuck Keira Knightley again in this
Yeah,
movie. And then she becomes the king of the pirates.
right,
He's the leader of the pirates.
right.
Yeah.
And this is all based off of her having some, some
And
good.
the other dude, the dude who's supposed to marry her in the first movie, dies. He gets killed to let her escape. Like everybody is just willing to risk it all
Oh
for
yeah,
this.
where's
For
his?
this,
He's the admiral?
yes, for this. Yes, he dies so she can escape.
That's what I mean, though. Like even in his death scene, it's like he tells her he's like, our destinies have always been intertwined, unlike our genitals, but that's never stopped me from loving you. And just like gives her a kiss, to which she allows. Second time, by the way, okay, that we see her in a Pirates of the Caribbean movie and she's not kissing Orlando Bloom, right?
No, no.
Like second time that it's like, oh, just this one time. It's always just this one time with this whore.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Getting like one more kiss.
Can I tell you, like, I think this is why, like, you meet girls now and they just have such attitudes for no reason, because all these movies back 15, 20 years ago, a white woman would just show up and all the dudes would want to just fuck her and die for her when she
Well,
really didn't do anything. She just walked in the room.
right, and that's another thing too. She just becomes captain.
Yeah.
He just assumes that she is Calypso, knows anything. You
Mhm.
know, he's like, this gotta be the person. I mean, look at this ivory princess. No, it couldn't be. Who's most likely gonna be most connected to the pirates and or Calypso? Is it maybe the black woman with the dreads that's covered in dirt for her
Well,
over a
black women
thousand
can't
years?
become pirate queen.
But a
Pirate
black
king.
woman can't be a pirate queen, so it's
Yeah.
got to be this pristine ivory queen in front of me right here,
Yeah.
who's like so young and has all her teeth. Like it's got to with no dirt under her fingernails. It's got to be her, which works out perfectly because I actually wanted to have sex with her. So if you could just make her my wife, that'd be dope.
Hmm.
And yeah, then my last dying wish will, be for her to be captain.
Yeah. Yeah. That. Yeah. It's really kind of just ridiculous. The whole movie.
A bit.
Um.
I mean, it's so ridiculous that I'll tell you what, when we were talking the last episode about the last movie, about how, it's going to be so much Jack Sparrow, you know what I mean? Like they oversaturate it with the Jack Sparrow. They're like, "Hey baby, we heard you. You wanted more? We got you." It's going to be Jack Sparrow is going to be his crew, his ship. He's going to kill himself, you know what I mean? Because he's going to be a shitty deckhand. He's gonna do all these things. One thing is that this movie is so fucking long and torturous that that is not even an issue. Like, in fact, to help the pill of this movie go down a little smoother, I could have dealt with a few more scenes with, extra Johnny Depp's. I love when he was in his own dreads, when he was
You
his
like that
dread.
stuff?
Yeah, I liked it. I didn't hate
Okay.
it.
Maybe they should just make the next one just Johnny Depp talking to himself for the
That's what
whole
I
movie.
mean. I don't know if everybody would hate that so much.
I think people might like it. I don't know. I didn't really think even Johnny Depp had any good lines in this movie. Like he had some good lines in the first two. He just is kind of the. Everyone
He
just
had
feels
a
like they're
good
just kind
line.
of there.
He had a good line when he was sailing into with him and Barbosa. They were sailing into the um
Harbor.
yeah, to the Brethren Court, and he's like, "Oh, something about all these, pirate lords coming together," and he's like, "Yeah, I owe them all money." I thought that was a good line.
Well, yeah, that was a good line. Um, and then the end of the movie is Will Turner takes control of Davy Jones. He has to be out in the sea for the rest of his life.
Oh, is
Uh,
that what it is?
yes, but
But
he
he does, so he does save his dad.
yes, but he fucks Keira Knightley before he gets on the boat. So now she's a single mom. So she does wind up choosing Will, but now she's a single mom raising a kid, and he gets to like be on a pirate ship the rest of his life. For all
For 10, okay, but that's the stipulations are is that he ferries the souls of the dead for 10 years, and then what, for one night he's allowed to like go dip some dick in her.
yes, I think yeah, yeah. Now I don't know if they changed that in 4 or 5, if they changed the rules so he can.
Wait, but what happens to Calypso?
I don't know. I know she got really big, and then a bunch of action happened.
Oh, no, 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 you're not gonna do me like this. When did you watch the movie?
I watched it on Wednesday.
On Wednesday? Fuck off. What happens to Calypso?
Well, let's fucking here. I'm gonna look at the dude. She got really
You fell
big.
asleep. You fell asleep in the middle of this movie.
I didn't fall asleep. It just.
How do you not remember the ending, Ray?
I remember that because like they don't focus on Calypso. She just kind of vanishes,
What? How?
and
Wait,
they're
wait, wait, wait,
and
wait,
they're
wait,
all
wait, wait.
about these other
This is
motherfuckers.
such bullshit, and this would be the problem with this movie time and time again. How are they going to lay the foundation and the groundwork for this story that is of their own imagination? We don't know. We can't like reference the story. You know
She
what I'm saying?
vanishes. She just vanishes.
What the fuck? What do you mean? Does the
Uh,
Brethren Court,
Jack
do they free her?
Will reveals that Davy Jones betrayed her because that Davy Jones is her true love, their true love.
Yeah.
He just turns into a male, like a storm.
She
She just
turns
turns
to a
into a storm.
storm?
Yeah, and then during the final battle, they fight in the middle of the storm.
Who fights?
Davy Jones and Jack Sparrow's team, the two, and that's the big action scene at the end.
And then Davy Jones does what?
Loses, he dies, they kill him, but because Will killed him, he's now stuck on the boat. And but Will marries Keira Knightley in the middle of the battle, and I guess I don't know. I guess he gives her
In
like
the middle of the battle.
yeah, he gives a little poke in the back while they're I don't know, and then she has a kid.
Good on you, Disney.
You
Good
know,
on you. You know what? Disney has been promoting broken homes and broken families ever since Bambi.
yeah,
Disney is very reckless. They're very reckless.
and then Barbosa and Jack Sparrow are kind of like back together again, going on adventures. I guess the first movie. I guess they just put the first movie behind them. They're like,
Yeah,
you
I
know
mean,
what?
fucking at this point. I
That
mean,
was
we're in the
2003. Shit was weird back then.
what is so, but they're in. Here's the other question I have is, and I don't know if you know because it was all the way Wednesday when you saw it, and you acting like you don't know what the fuck this movie is now on your podcast. But
Yeah.
did when they okay, so they have to turn the boat upside down in order to
Yes.
get to this land of the dead, right?
Yes. Yes.
So is there some sort of like boat turning again and like they're coming back? Like I don't get that. Like what happens at the do they turn the boat again? How do they get back to
I think they do. They rock the boat again, and then it goes back. There's like a scene where all.
fuck off? Did you just like give me an answer
Dude,
to
can
shut
I
me
just
up?
let me just tell you something. I don't know who likes these fucking movies. They're fucking brutal. They're fucking horrendous. It's just horrible.
Well,
They're the
wait a
worst.
minute. The first time they rocked the boat, this was an innocent, good idea, right?
Yeah.
And it
I
wasn't
think they just
until
rock it again.
but no, but like did you see like they rocked the boat and
Mhm.
then people die because it's the first time they've ever rocked a boat before and gone into an underworld. So people are dying left and right and it's like, damn, can you imagine? Like I was just trying to help y'all with your idea. I didn't know I was gonna like perish in the middle
So
of us doing it.
I'm reviewing the every on Wikipedia you look up the plot of every movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The plot details are so small, and like the second paragraph is like 90 minutes into the movie. That's how little happens in this movie. That like you can sum it up. This movie's 3 hours long, and you can sum it up
Yeah.
in like a
This
five
movie's 3 hours
second
long and
paragraph.
this podcast is gonna be one of the shortest episodes.
Dude, yeah, because like I look, so Disney, I want to do when we started this 3 years ago. The animated film's fucking great. Pixar, fucking awesome.
Chef's kiss on the chef's kiss. Mwah.
Yeah, the live
So good.
action remakes,
Yeah,
okay,
we love it.
little rough, but whatever. Spider-Man, there's a lot to talk about.
Right.
In Star Wars, okay.
Okay.
Muppets, there's stuff. This shit, I was like, oh, Johnny Depp. I've never finished part three. There must be some interesting shit. It's a 3 hour movie. It's got like a
Right.
$90 billion fucking budget. Stuff must happen after the first. Because I remember when I saw it when I first watched it in 2007. Nothing happened for 40 minutes, so I shut it off.
That's what
Right,
I'm saying though. That's
but
why it's
nothing
called
happens for 3 hours.
Right.
3 hours. People sat in a fucking theater in 2007, like, ooh.
There's
You didn't
no
even see
fucking
Johnny
way.
Depp for like 45 minutes. He's the only reason.
I've
Dude,
never
the third poster. Sorry. I remember when you went, they didn't even have any other actors in the poster. It's just Johnny Depp now on the
it's
poster.
just Johnny Depp,
And
yeah.
he's not even in the movie for 40 fucking minutes.
No, he's not. It's fucking maddening. I was just sitting there with my boyfriend trying to like get as much inside my brain as I could just now, and you were like, "You ready?" I was like, "I'm as ready as I'm ever gonna be." You know what I mean? I was, and he's like,
I didn't even
he
think
was
they were
like, he
ready.
was like, "You're about to go do that podcast." I was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "But you haven't finished the movie." I was like, "I think it's gonna be okay."
Yeah. Yeah. It was
It's
it
a
was
lot.
it's a lot.
It's a lot, and I think it's so because of the production that they're like, "Hey, hey, it's kids. We just need it to be fucking beautiful. We don't need it to be we don't need it to make sense. We know that they're gonna go in and out.
Yeah.
because I just can't see. My grandmother used to take us to the movies almost every Sunday, and I cannot see Grammy wanting to sit for 3 hours in a movie. She would hate that. She
Yeah.
hates getting up in the middle of the movie to pee. I've never been anywhere for 2 hours and 50 minutes and haven't taken a piss. That's just not even a thing.
I don't know who sat in this movie and was like, I could do a fourth one. We should get a fourth one. Let's do a
Yeah.
fourth. Like who the man? This is and this movie like I think if you look, let me look up 2007. I think this movie like broke box office records back in 2007. How bored were motherfuckers in
Well, let
2007?
me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No matter how bored they were, the kids and the viewers of 2007, you will never get that attention span again. You will never get the
Well,
attention
movies
span.
are movies are long now. Like the new Star Wars films are long as fuck, but I feel like things actually happen. Even if those
Yeah,
movies are
but
bad, things actually happen in those
they know
movies.
that they have to be. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You
this
can't just be
was
long to
number
be long.
4. This was the number 4 highest grossing movie of 2007. Spider-Man 3, Shrek the Third, and Transformers beat it.
Can you imagine if Johnny Depp hit the lottery with any of the other any of the many other memorable characters that he's made in his career? Like if they were like if the world took to them the way that they taken to Jack Sparrow,
Mhm.
and they were like, no, I'm serious. I need to see Edward Scissorhands in another. I
In
need to
4
see
more
what's
movies.
next. What's next for him?
Yeah, I need to see him in 4 more movies.
Does he get to finger Winona?
Ah! That's
What's
a tragic ending. I just want to be fingered
what's
once.
what's next for him? Or you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I wish that it almost makes you wonder, like, was everybody on like Molly at the time? Like why did America freak out about this? Why did
You
they
know,
need Jack Sparrow so bad?
the other thing about this is that like I know when he used to dress up like Jack Sparrow and go visit like dying children. Let me just tell you something. If my kid was dying, I would not want to waste precious 3 hours watching this fucking movie. Like you must really hate your dying kid. Just be like, yo, we speed this shit up.
I mean, that's of course a very beautiful thing.
Oh, it's
But
beautiful. But what kid is watching these movies and like this is so good?
yeah, I am concerned about, the fact that, but everybody just loves Jack Sparrow. So no matter what, no matter if it's implied that a pirate is also a rapist, it's just,
Listen,
he's just the most lovable.
I think we've established this year that Johnny Depp we're okay with him. If he might be a
He,
rapist or not,
he
it's
could be a
okay.
rapist. He could
It's
hit
okay.
women.
It's all right. It's
It's
her fault. You just need to be more entertaining than Johnny. This is the thing. This is the thing with this country. You can be a complete fucking scumbag as long as you're entertaining. If you're more entertaining than the person that you
you better be good.
if
It
you're more
better be
entertaining the
good.
person that you violate, we're gonna have your back.
It better be good, buddy.
But if you like have no talent and you rape or attack somebody with talent, you're gonna go to jail. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's not gonna work out good for you.
Not gonna work out. No. But if you
Oh
make
my
us
goodness.
what?
That's just ridiculous.
But yeah, the next one though, I sound horrible. The next one I'm cautiously optimistic because it's a whole new storyline. Everything's different. Only Johnny Depp and Barbosa are back. Penelope Cruz is in it.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So I think
And
that
what is the length of the next one?
let me see. It's called On Stranger Tides. I think that's what it's called. It's called you're an idiot. Can I tell you like fucking my stand show? My this dude is like, oh, let's give this comic a guest spot.
We're
Here's the
recording
thing.
right now.
I don't care. Here's the thing. She's huge in Cleveland. So that she'll retweet it to, and I go, oh, great. So if Cleveland falls on top of New York, we'll sell out the room.
I mean, that's always good.
But hey, this person's huge in Iceland. Okay, well,
You know how Cleveland people
we're in
be,
Brooklyn.
you know
Yeah,
how you can always go to a show and be like, where are y'all from? And most of the time, everybody always says Cleveland.
in New York.
Right. You know that.
137 minutes. All right, it's shorter.
Okay.
It's
So that's not
shorter.
a big deal. Penelope Cruz, I'm listening. Could have
Ian
got
McShane. He was the
okay.
dude. Yeah, so this could be better.
This could be better. I feel like at that point though, now did the next movie do better, do as good? It couldn't have done as good as this one, right?
No, it did. It was the third highest grossing film of 2011. It
Really?
did better than it did better than the wow. It did better than the Marvel movies that year. The Marvel movies weren't even in the top 10 of 2011.
Does it give you a summary real quick on the film, like as far as the since it is so different, it's
Well, it's a really long summary, so that means things must happen in this movie.
oh Jesus Lord, they can't even sum up a summary. This is what I can't stand about these bitches right here. How
Yeah,
you
but
can't sum up a summary?
this looks, but this
Hold
kind of
on,
sounds
let
interesting.
me
It's oh,
look
they're
this
looking for the
up.
fountain of youth.
Oh, okay, well that's cool.
They're looking for the fountain of youth, so they have to race for the fountain of youth. No
Oh,
Calypso though. She never comes back.
Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz. So, oh, but Johnny Depp is obviously in this one. Jack Sparrow's in it.
Yes, yes, yes. Jack Sparrow and Barbosa are back. Everyone else is new.
Hmm.
This could be good.
This could be good.
This could be the one
This could be the one.
because the other ones were not the one.
I did really appreciate having Barbosa back and the
He was a little bit too friendly though. I thought he was a little bit too. Everybody was too like, that dude did try to kill them, and they're all just like, you know what? It is what it is. This is how life is.
yeah, Barbosa was definitely like very grown up. You know what I
Have you
mean?
ever noticed
He
like
had evolved. He was
on
above
TV?
all the nonsense.
Have you ever noticed in TV shows and movies, whenever someone's in trouble, he teams up with his enemy? Like, can you imagine, like, somehow over the weekend, you get in some real fucking trouble, right? You get in some real
Right.
fucking trouble. You, Christina Galston.
Yeah.
And your plan is to call Andrew Fox, Elise, and and that's your plan. In a movie, those people would be like, all right, I guess I'll help you.
No,
In the
no.
real world, they'd be like, bitch, why are you calling me?
Not even in a zombie apocalypse
Yeah.
would I need to being one of the that group of people that you named, the last, surviving
But see, in a
people alive.
movie, those would be the people you call, and they would just help you. Okay, you know what, Christina? I really didn't like the way you worked at Caroline's, but we gotta fight
The
these.
more the more
We
that you
gotta
do
fight these
Andrew
ninjas. I'm
Fox,
down.
the more the more you make him sound like his throat is paralyzed or
You
his
know
foot
what?
paraplegic.
I know I never even said hi to you, and I don't really like you,
Yeah,
but
and I always was an asshole when I saw you
if
eating.
the
God forbid.
mafia's after you, I got you back. Let's go.
He's a fucking idiot.
that would happen in a movie though. That would like if
They do. So Johnny Depp and Barbosa team up, and it's like nothing is even. It's kind of just like, oh yeah,
yeah.
we're cool.
Yeah, movies like people are like really cool with other people that try to kill them. They're just like, yeah, no,
Yeah, they're not
that's
really
just what we
threatening
do.
each other. I mean, they're not really doing anything. So hold on, I have a question. Then what becomes of Bootstrap?
Oh, I don't know. He becomes a human, then he just vanishes. They don't. That's the thing. This movie has like 97,000 characters. They all have a plot, and then when the movie's like just
So
done with
many
their
loose
plot,
ends.
they just have the person like walk
Can
away.
I just say that not only is that dangerous, but I was fully triggered by the scene with Bootstrap where, he's basically getting dementia from being this like soul that
He's
is
stuck in a
becoming
wall.
part of the crew, part of the ship. You
Yeah.
know, he gets really excited when Elizabeth comes and he is thinking like, yeah, William's coming for me, blah, blah, blah. Then he's like coming to the realization that he won't be coming for him because that would mean that he would have to ferry this fucking ship in Davy Jones' place, and that would take him away from Elizabeth. And then he goes back into the wall, and that whole scene was just like, oh, no, I wouldn't choose me. No, never mind. Forget it. Tell him not to come. And it's like, oh God, oh, I'm fully triggered right now by my parents. Like I can't right now. No. So for me to not know what happened to him, come on, Disney. It's pretty
Yeah.
fucking dangerous. I need to know. I have zero closure on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it is. It is not. It is not good. It
Like
is
I
not.
asked for more Calypso, I
She just
got more
vanishes.
Calypso, and then she just vanishes. And it's just like, just forget her, okay, viewers? Just
Listen,
forget
Johnny
we
Depp
even
is stabbing bitches. Move on. That's
hey,
it.
just forget we even talked about her for 90 minutes. Just forget it.
Yeah. They kill Davy Jones, and they're like, "That's it. That's it. You need to move on with your lives."
All that matters is the present. Don't
Yeah.
worry about the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's this last 30 minutes
It's the last 30 minutes.
that
This is what
really
you came for.
matters.
You came for the murder. And that's what we're giving you.
Lord. Yeah, so I did want more Calypso. I did want more Davy Jones and his crew. I appreciate Disney for giving me that, but I don't. I always crack on you the way you say Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Disney.
Disney.
Thank you, Disney. I don't. I just not a fan of the time. Like a lot of this beginning shit that they did, I didn't need.
No.
I feel like I didn't even need the other captain, white captain man, besides the admiral. I
No.
hated him. I did not need him.
No, and then that's the other thing too. Like they're not really at the end of the movie. It's just
They're not
Davy
there, right? We don't
Jones.
know. We don't know what happens to them. It doesn't matter.
So the movie starts with like the admirals, like the British Navy controlling
Yeah.
the pirates, including Davy Jones. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Davy Jones is a bitch, I guess. But at the end of the movie, all the British soldiers just kind of vanish. And then
Yeah.
it's Davy Jones versus Jack Sparrow. And it's like, well, then why did you bring in this whole thing with the British soldiers?
Yeah, that kind of didn't make a lot of sense to me. I didn't love that at all.
There was nothing. I don't think I enjoyed a single second in this movie. Not even a single second.
No. I there was these times where the crew would come out and be fighting and it'd be like, "Oh, whoa, what the fuck was that?" Cuz you see like the hammerhead guy
Mm-hmm.
all the time. You see the other guy. I think this one was like an eel or something because he was like
Mm-hmm.
fighting and he was just like and like bit the fucking guy's face off. So that was kind of cool. But besides that, yeah, wasn't very impressed with that whole thing. I liked the rocking of the ship and all of that. I mean, I didn't really. A lot of the other shit is just kind of like, I guess it was cool when Sao Feng was trying to like he was basically about to rape that hoe, and
Yeah.
then the cannonball shoots him through, and he's impaled with the exposed piece of wood from the ship. That was pretty cool. I thought that was dope. Any woman's gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, your rape was interrupted because you got hit by a cannonball." So that's always, that
Yeah,
was cool.
that's always good. So here's the deal, guys. Usually I'm more prepared. These movies are just really bad. I mean, the
You're seeing the breakdown of this is about as far as I could take it. We've been
this
pushing
is
our
like,
limit.
dude, like
Disney,
I could probably,
Disney, count your fucking days, Disney.
dude, I could probably do like if we watched Lemonade Map. I don't know, like some of these dopey Disney Channel musicals. I
Right?
could be more invested and do a better breakdown. There's just something that just is not interesting about these movies.
Well, could you imagine? Yeah, Lemonade Mouth. They're not like introducing two characters for like the entire season, then just being like, "I know you ain't asking us about them too. They're not here
Yeah,
no more. Don't worry about it."
Lemonade Mouth, I'm sure doesn't have 3 hours of just negotiating with sitting around tables negotiating. I think that
Yeah,
even like Camp Rock, they go and do things. I would imagine. I don't know.
yeah.
Demi Lovato's kind of crazy, but I don't know.
It
Like I
does
just feel
feel. This movie does have the feel of like you being a kid, just being like, God, I thought you said there were other kids here. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's just like not. It's just like a lot of adults talking around me, and
dude. I remember like
I don't get it. I don't know what we're talking about.
2 hours in, I was like, there hasn't been any action. There's no action
No
yet.
one has been slapped, stabbed, shot.
There's no one's been
The only
chased.
person that's been stabbed is Johnny Depp stabbed himself when he wasn't being a good deckhand.
Yeah, it's just, oh my god. Yeah, usually like, dude, I remember like doing a breakdown of like the worst Disney films, fucking the ones from the 40s nobody even remembers. And this thing is just like, it's it's arrogant. Dude, they spent so much money, like thousands of people probably worked on this bullshit, and they put it out there, and we all went to go see it.
It's
And
almost
and
like
then
a bunch of pirates made it and just said, "Bitch,
this is
this is
the
it.
movie.
This is the movie, and you'll love it."
This is the fucking movie. Oh my god. Anyway, what's
Yeah.
new with you? Anything new in your life?
I'm. It's Louis' birthday today. It's my nephew's birthday. He's
Oh,
7.
happy birthday, Louis. You should make him
Happy
watch this.
birthday, Louis. I will never make him watch this.
Okay, that's
Um,
good.
he would be like, "No fucking thank you, Titi."
He'd be like,
uh,
what is this?
I'm really excited to. I was happy to see you in California. That was awesome. We
That
had a
was good.
great
We hung out
time.
in California. I went to her
That was
job.
so dope. That was really, really
Mhm.
fun. And I just been working on stuff and waiting on some packages. Really excited about that, as any person would be. I'm going to Florida soon at the end of the month to in like 2 weeks to spend some time with family for my birthday.
That's gonna
And
be great.
really, really excited about that. We got an Airbnb in Orlando. Look at me, braggy little thing. And got some fucking dumb bitch hoe work tonight. And yeah, I'm doing let me see. I'm gonna be in Bear Lake over here next week. And then right before my trip, I'm in San Diego, I believe, at Second Chance Beer Company.
Doing a
So
show.
shout out to those places. Yes, doing a show.
Oh, that's gonna be badass.
Yeah, so that'll be fun, and it's pretty much it. Just being me,
All
doing me.
right.
Follow me online at freaking Juriken. This movie took a lot out of us. We need to recover from
Dude,
this.
I was watching this on when
This movie was a
I think if
lot.
we recorded right away on Wednesday night, I would have remembered everything. Like, or at least 90.
Why? Yeah, and there should be no. You know what? I'm actually happy,
Dude,
proud.
I remember more.
You don't
I
need
think
this to be stored in your brain at
I
all. You
remember
don't need
more
to.
about fucking Terminator 3, and I haven't seen that movie in like 17 years.
You don't need
Like,
to remember anything from this movie. And I'm telling you what, people, don't watch the. If you are having a
this is the
hard
worst
time,
one. This is by
no.
there's no way the
But
next
this
two
would
can
be
be
the
worse than
best
this.
movie for an insomniac because this is
Yeah.
putting you right. This is a snooze fest. You're going right to sleep.
Yes. And even if you sleep for a really long ass time, you're gonna wake up and be like, holy shit, this is still going, and you go right back out to sleep. How the fuck is this still going?
It's like it's like one of those bad dreams that you wake up and you're like, oh man, when I go back to sleep, I hope I don't go back in that dream. But you go right back to that dream. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what it is? Is like when you fall asleep, Johnny Depp, like no, Keira Knightley's in like at a negotiating table. You fall asleep. You wake up 8 hours later, still that same fucking table. Like, was this done in real time? What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. This is like someone holding you at gunpoint to watch a sex tape of of many Jack Sparrows in a threesome.
All right. So next week, guys. This is the craziest
I'm
season.
actually excited. I'm excited about next week.
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good
It'll be a fresh take, you know.
because there's no more Will Turner bullshit.
Yeah, no
There's no
more
more
of this.
Keira Knightley
Yeah,
bullshit. No
none
more
of this
Davy
shit.
Jones.
I'm tired of this shit.
Johnny Depp is looking for the fountain of youth so he can fuck young bitches for the rest of his life.
Without their consent, doesn't need it. Pirate
No, he
shit.
doesn't. He's just Jack Sparrow. He just doesn't need. He doesn't need anything.
Pirate shit, baby.
Woo! All right, guys. If you like the podcast, subscribe. We got listen to the archives, man. The show is like more structured.
This show's way better than
Even
this
though, even like
episode.
2 months ago, the show was more structured.
This episode is just for people that like me and you. That's really it.
People like if anyone ever discovers this podcast, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, oh, Pirates of the Caribbean, my favorite movies." They're gonna be like, "What the fuck happened?" That's season.
Yeah, never mind. They're right. That movie's actually not good. Forget it.
No, they're terrible movies. They're some of the worst things I've ever seen. All right, but next week, Stranger Tides. Only 2 more, Bina, and then you're done on this Pirates deep dive.
Okay, good. But then we're gonna do a deep dive on it. Anything else?
Yeah. I'll tell you. Yeah. Well, I'm doing Alien versus Predator next because that Disney owns those gut motherfuckers now, so I'm doing that. But
Really? I didn't know that. Damn,
yeah, well, because they
Disney.
bought Fox, so the Alien is officially Disney Princess. So
You know what? I fucking love that.
yeah,
About damn time.
about goddamn time. So,
About goddamn
but
time, man.
before we get to Alien Predator, we got 2 more pirate bullshit movies. We'll see you next week. You know what? They should have fucking the Predator kill. They should have the Predator kill Will Turner. That's what they should do. They should do
That'd be
Predator
the best.
land. Just fucking kill Will Turner. That's how you start Pirates 6.
I'm here for that.
Fucking dope. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.